Good morning, and welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Just gonna give it a minute or two, give everybody a chance to get on. Hope everybody had a happy Monday. How was yours? Mine was awesome. Don't know if you guys caught Michelle's training yesterday, but it was absolutely amazing on your why. Yeah, she's getting some great traction from that. So make sure you tune in today, 12 o'clock, to listen into her. Good morning, Andrea. How are you? Good morning, Shah. Good to see you. Awesome. Good morning, Amina. How are you? Great to have you on. Thank you for joining. Excellent. So I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I hope everybody had an awesome Monday. Good morning, Zainab. How you doing? Good morning, Amadi. Excellent. Wow, we've got a party going on this morning. Excellent. So, you know what? Hey, guys, I just want to precursor by just saying, hey, I'm not sure if some of you know, some of you don't know. I've actually got a radio show starting actually on Monday. Just to let you know, I'm actually co-hosting the Real Talk show this Friday. Which is going to be very, very exciting with on Carib 101 Radio with Grant Browning. That's going to be a lot of fun. I know we got a special guest coming in, so make sure you tune into that, which is carib101.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. We get a little bit crazy in the studio, so don't worry about that. Also, we starting on Monday at 11 o'clock, because we changed the time. It was originally 10 o'clock, but we changed it to 11. I'm going to be starting my own show, The Breakthrough Show, with me, your host, Brandon V. They decided to shorten my name down because Vitaling was just way too long. Good morning, Lang. So, so that's going to be awesome. We're actually going to be recording a show this Thursday for Network 365 TV, both myself and Michelle, so it's going to be awesome. So we'll let you know when that's going to be put out as well. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for jumping on. The topic of today is going slow does not help an entrepreneur. Okay? I know it's one of those crazy ones, so, stick with me on this, because this is where it kind of grates a little, especially if you're in the relationship marketing industry, network marketing industry, even for standard entrepreneurs. This is where it kind of gets a little bit difficult. What I'm going to be sharing with you is about all-out massive action. Is just going for it, okay? Most of the time as entrepreneurs, and I got to say, I'm actually guilty of this as well at the beginning, okay? Most entrepreneurs, we actually trick ourselves into believing that we're actually working our business when we're not. When we're really absolutely honest about it, we're not really working our business. And then when we consistently do that and we do part-time business, when I say part-time, there's part-time business, and then we find the part-time within that part-time, and we go and just do it when it's actually more convenient for us, opposed to doing it part-time. It's actually finding the time when it's convenient for us to be able to do that. So when we are only working part-time, we get very frustrated as to why is it we are not getting the results that we're expecting, that we're anticipating. So we have this ideology that we're going in, we're going to make this amount of money, we're going to sell this amount of product, we're going to do this, whatever it may be. But we don't get the outcome. And then we get frustrated and we wonder, why is it that we're not getting that outcome? Is because we're working ultra part-time hours, convenience hours. Now, slow and steady does not win the race. Everybody's heard the story, slow and steady wins the race, the tortoise in the hare. I think that was done by somebody, I think that book was written by somebody who was an absolute defeatist. They're just going nowhere in life. So it's not the case. Slow and steady for an entrepreneur does not win the race. And most of us actually believe that just by not quitting our business is enough. So we're like, okay, we're in the game. We're doing this. Why am I doing this? It's because I haven't quit yet. But not quitting and just being around isn't doing your business. And then again, you wonder why you're not getting the results you're getting. Okay? So what you need is absolute massive action. Now, if you go out and you study successful people have taken the time to put in the work, the time, and the effort. Now, when I say the work, the time, and the effort, it's not just work, time, and effort. They've taken the maximum amount of time and they've pushed it in. They've compounded weeks worth of effort into a short period of time. Instead of saying, how can I stretch this out? Because I'm in it for the long haul. So let me stretch out the amount of work I do over a longer period of time and put in as little effort as possible because, I've got other things to do. And you're more, we think about the barbecues we go to and the vacations and the this and that, the other. If you actually study these successful people, they have put in so much work. They sacrificed at the beginning. They've sacrificed at the beginning the amount of time and effort that they will put into enjoyment and fun and just having a great time in life, to pushing through and compounding something that would usually take a longer period of time into a very confined space of time. And when they do that, they have that ultimate success. Then the lifestyle that they live, we look at, that's what we see. When we see these people who are rich and famous or whatever it is, who are highly successful, we look at the lifestyle and like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could have that. So we're focused so much on the lifestyle to be like, I want that, but we're not focused on the amount of work it took to achieve that lifestyle in a compressed amount of time. Now, yes, some people take longer to do that, but that's because they're compressing the amount of time, but they're looking to overcome the obstacles. But successful people put in work, time, and effort, compound it into a shorter period of time, and just go for it, okay? So that's very important. The next thing is, most people when they start off in the relationship marketing industry are working 9 to 5, and that's understandable. Sometimes it's a little bit here or there, but generally about a 9 to 5 job. I say yes, when you're an entrepreneur, you're working part-time on your fortune, okay? You're really working part-time on your fortune, because that's what's going to make it for you ultimately. That's going to be the catalyst that's going to get you out of the lifestyle that you're already in. Now, if you're seeking to be an entrepreneur, you're looking to get away from something or increase something, okay? So you have your 9 to 5 job. I turn around and say you have your 9 to 5, but then after that, your business should be 9 to faint. Okay, you start your business from 5 to faint. Okay, so you keep on going. So you come home, you have your meal, you reset yourself. Now you're in your business time. The difference is when you go to work, you're trading dollars for hours. They're telling you this is how much we tell you that you're worth, and we're going to pay you this, but you need to put in this amount of hours. Listen, let me explain to you. I had a friend recently who quit his job. He was working at a factory, and he started off like doing, I think it was like 38 hours or something. Then it slowly increased and increased and increased to the point that he was literally doing 60 hours because in order to maintain his job, they're like, listen, we need you to put in some more hours. You need to put in some more hours. Now, they're not paying him a lot of money, but he kept on having to put in more hours. So after taxes and everything, the guy was generally walking away with $400 in a week to put in 60 hours of his life. And he was waking up, he had to start earlier and earlier. So he was kind of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be able to start work at 4 in order to be able to do these other hours, and then the tail end adding on hours. So it's like, is it worth it? No, it's not, because you're being paid what they're telling you you're worth. When you go into your business and it's now business time, you're still in a work mentality. Now, most people, when they're at work, they're trying to do as little as possible for as much as possible. But you're still in that job mentality. So when you come and you start doing your business, where are you? You're like, okay, how can I gain as much as possible while still doing as little as possible? No, this is your business. You get paid profits. And let me tell you something, profits are better than wages. Jim Rohn, if you never heard that before, go listen to some Jim Rohn. Profits are better than wages because what happens is that those profits get compounded. So over a period of time, you're working so much harder, but you're getting those profits slowly coming in, and they snowball and snowball. So when you get to the point where you don't have to do as much, now do you have to work your business? Absolutely. Okay. So you're doing that. You're working it, and then over a period of time that you can compress it into a shorter period of time, but those profits are still banging through. Okay, so you need to be willing to put in short-term, all-out massive action. Now, understand this from this point of view. Again, compounding. I understand for your average person who's like, I mean, listen, I'm a father, I have a wife, I have 2 children. We're in that position that we have kids, but we have our business. We're doing these videos every day. I'm doing these videos every day. Michelle, my wife, is doing the videos every day. We're having the radio show. We're doing a TV thing. We have so much going on, but we're doing this with our children. Okay? We're doing it for our children. This is the key reason. So we can't use other reasons for excuses. We just need to learn time management. If anybody says, I don't have time, we'll do a training on that, because yes, you have time. Most important thing, okay? Once you actually put down what it is you're doing, you'll realize that you have time, okay? So what you do is that you take this, to do it on a sustained period of time, to be like all that massive action on a consistent basis is not really consistent with people who are having a family. So what do? You're like, great, no problem. Let's just take that, compound that. Let's take what I would usually do in a 6-month period of time. Let's push it all into a 3-month period of time. Then what you do is you talk to your family. You say, hey, family, this is what I'm going to do. I'm doing this for our family, but we're going to just need to move some things around here. We're going to be doing whatever we can to be able to maneuver some timings around so that, mommy or daddy or mommy and daddy can focus on this and just go for it. Laser focus. Even 30-day period of time. Just look at a month. If it's not 3 months, 90 days, look at what you can do in a month and just compress it. But when you go for it, by the end of that 30 days, you should be so exhausted. But what the face of your business will look like will be so different. Okay? So your business is like a plane. You've got to understand this. Your business is like a plane. When you are going into business for the first time, you got to get it off the ground. But then there's people on here who are listening, and there's people who are going to catch us on the replay who have been in this deal for a while. That doesn't exclude you from being new, okay? You can just push the mental reset button and say, today I'm going to start this. Today I am going to start this. I'm going to be a brand new person in my business, not somebody else's business. I'm going to be a brand new person in my business today. Push the reset button. What do I have to do to get restarted? Bam, there we go. You start it and then you pull it. Now, when you're getting an aircraft off the ground, you've heard me say this before, is that when you pull that throttle back, if you give it 15%, it's going nowhere. If you give it 50%, it's going nowhere. You give it 75%, it's still going nowhere. When you pull that throttle back 100%, now you've got those engines blasting, everything's going. Now, a runway is straight. There's a straight path. You can see the end of the runway. You know where it is that you are going to end up. So you're like, great, pull this back. Throttle is punching. You've got all the thrust behind you and you are go. And I am not stopping this. We're getting this thing in the air to pick up that speed, to get that thrust to be, yes, now we go. Lift it up. And then you take off. It takes a third of the fuel that's in an aircraft to get it off the ground and to get it up to the correct altitude. Once it gets to that altitude, remember, most of the fuel's been used up just getting it off the ground. Most of your fuel is going to be used up getting it off the ground. But check this out. Whatever is left of that fuel, excuse me, when you go into when you're at cruising altitude and you start to cruise and you pull back 50% on that, You're still maintaining your business. You're still going at it. You're still doing it, but you're not 100%. Now you're into 50% or you're pulling back on that throttle. But you can go for thousands of miles on what fuel is left. When you understand that you can do that, but hey, listen, pull back 100%. Set the date. It's all it is, making a decision. Make the decision, set the date, and talk to your family. Plan it. Don't just go for it. Plan it. Set your time aside and know what it is you're going to do. And once you know what it is you're going to do, just give it everything you've got, okay? And pull it up. Make the decision. Pick a 30-day period, okay? 80% of production comes from new people in your business, okay? Within their first 30 days. You don't want to leave it in their hands. Take it in yours, because if you watch those new people going out and doing that in their first 30 days, and they go out and they punch and they produce the most, you're sitting there being like, are you going to leave it in somebody else's hands to go out and recruit people? No, you want to be part of that, because if you've been in this and you want to be a leader, you have to lead by example. You have to be the one who's going out and making it happen and doing it. Okay, so once you actually make that decision, no, I'm going to do this, I'm going to punch it, then you build momentum into your organization, because people are seeing what you're doing and they're excited and they're like, yes, I want to go and I want to do this too, because there is somebody leading the charge. And when you have somebody lead the charge, it's easy to follow, to understand. But get this, if we already have teams and organizations, what we do too much is we become counselors to them, okay? When you counsel somebody and you enable them to accept some of the failures, when you enable them to be, don't worry, it's okay, it's coming, you'll get better, just come to this training and nearly every situation will be fixed by action. Not by thinking about it, not by planning it. And you got to understand, you may not want to hear this, but there's a lot of babies in our industry because we're not prepared to be entrepreneurs. But there's a lot of babies in the industry, okay? But with those babies, that's when the time comes that we as leaders have to understand. If we're potential leaders, we have to understand that, you know what, by enabling other people to be like, don't worry, it's okay, we'll work on it. Listen, it doesn't help you. And more importantly, it doesn't help them, because thinking about it, philosophizing about it, planning about it, talking about it doesn't change anything. Let me tell you, if you have a situation, you're like, I can't get people, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't understand, I can't do a presentation, there's so many tools and ways for people to do this. To talk to one or two extra people, you're going out all massive action. Let me tell you something that's going to solve that. You go out, you triple your efforts in a 30-day period of time. You start recruiting more people, you start selling more product, people start taking your service, more money starts going, and you get that bigger paycheck, you're going to see the difference. It will solve your situation. When people start getting money into their bank account, that they start to have options, they're like, hold on a second, that builds belief. I got paid for what I did. That builds belief. It builds a structure that says, I can do this. But what created that? Was it thinking about it, planning about it, hoping for it? No, it was the action that created it. So when you're thinking about something, don't think about it, plan it. Plan, do, review. Plan, do, review. Plan it, do it. And when you do it, all out massive action. Don't hold back, don't pull back, because you're working part-time on your future. You're working part-time on your fortune. When you understand that, go for it. What I'm going to say to you is make a decision, pick a date, and make it happen. Guys, this has been the word of the day. Go out, compound what you're doing, put it in a shorter period of time, squash it into 30-day period of time. Talk to your family, plan it, and give it everything you've got. If you're not exhausted at the end of that 30-day period of time, and remain consistent and have a plan to bring you back on path if you should drop off, okay, for like a day or two, have a plan, have somebody to be accountable to, okay, and go out and crush it. This is the only way that you will ever be successful. Okay? So guys, thank you so much for spending your morning with me. I know it went a little bit more than 5-10 minutes, but hey, all my trainings go a little bit more than 5-10 minutes, okay? But I hope so much that you guys are getting value from this. Please, there's somebody out there who is waiting to hear this message, hear this word, get this nugget, that it may be the thing that's just holding them back in their business. Let's be the person to pay it forward. There's a button at the bottom just by the comments that says share. Please go ahead and share this. Share this, because it may be for you, but if it's not for you, it may be for somebody else. So let's go ahead and pay it forward and share it with somebody else. I really hope that that you guys are getting some value from this. Please reach out to me. What I would love for you to do is to give me some feedback on how this is affecting you, how this is affecting your business, or what you're liking about it. So please reach out to me, personally message me, Facebook message me, whatever it is. You can find me on your Breakthrough Partner, my business page. Please find me on there, Brandon V. Yeah, reach out to me. If there's any particular topics you want me to train on or teach about, again, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to put something together, guys. I really, really appreciate all of you. You guys keep me going. You guys are the reason why I wake up at this early in the morning. So thank you so much. You can go to my webpage, brandonvee.me. There's a great ebook there that's really going to help people with the mindset of an entrepreneur, and also the 3 steps to help with guard against negativity. Share the word out, guys. Share this word out if you're getting value from it, which I really, really hope and sincerely that you are. If you're getting some value from this, please share the word. Get some other people on this. Let other people watch the replay. I want to benefit and help as many people to have breakthroughs in their life that they want. Guys, appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much for being my Facebook family every morning. Okay? Have an amazing, amazing day. Have lots of fun and pick that date. Okay? I want to know how it comes out. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.